visible so that I could start my session. Okay, yes, my words are clear. So let's start my class. First of all, welcome you all at Gradeup. This is me, Salik, and from the entire team of Gradeup, I would say. This is me, Salik, and we are here for the daily current affairs uh, for the you can say 16th and 17th April. We'll be covering and some topic of today's news also. Welcome you all. So let's start. Okay, we will be covering in question answer format. The first question says, which country becomes the first in the world to introduce a bill that would require banks, insurers, and asset managers to report the impacts of their funding on the effect of climate change? And your options are Australia, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and New Zealand. I hope it is very crystal clear. This is the first country in the world that would require banks, insurance, and asset manager ताकि climate change से link किया जाए उसको, ठीक है ना? The impacts. Okay, so this will incentivize to have, I can say, uh, reduce climate change effects, right? So the correct answer to this question is actually E. New Zealand is the right answer. New Zealand is considering a new legislation that would require banks, insurers, and asset managers to disclose the impact of climate change on their business. Okay, the bill said to be first of its kind in the world. So this will be the New Zealand has come up with the first of its kind bill. I mean, if this law is passed, then it will be the first law in the entire world. It is said. The island nation, it means New Zealand, has been at the forefront of trying to cut down carbon emissions and has pledged to make it public sector carbon neutral by 2025. Okay, so there is a concept called as carbon neutral. Okay, what do you mean by carbon neutral? It means net zero emission. Net zero emission is equal to zero. Okay, by which year? 2025. It is saying. So this is the target of New Zealand, that net zero emission will be will be zero by 2025. So what do you mean by net zero emission? Okay, let me explain it. Let's say, for example, the New Zealand releases 1,000 ton of carbon dioxide in one day. This is just an example. Don't take it too literally. For example purpose. So New Zealand with the by let's say for example by automobile, by industry, etc., etc. It releases 1,000 ton of carbon dioxide in one day. But at the same time, in one day, the New Zealand has planted so many trees and other things which absorbs 1,000 ton of carbon dioxide per day. It means if it is releasing 1,000 ton of carbon dioxide, then it is absorbing that much also. So it means it becomes a carbon neutral country. That is the very idea of carbon neutral country. So hardly any country is carbon neutral, but New Zealand is targeting by 2025 it will become carbon neutral. It means net emission will be zero. I hope it is clear, right? Now let's move on. This is an article from Indian Express dated 14th April, and it says, in world first, New Zealand bill would require banks to disclose climate risks. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on. The second question says, which social media giant has signed a deal to buy renewable energy in India from a local firm's wind power project? That is company's first such deal in the country. Okay, and your options are Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. ये पूछिए रहा है कि कौन से सोशल मीडिया जाइंट ने रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी बाई करने के लिए एक लोकल कंपनी है विंड पावर प्रोजेक्ट की, उसके साथ डील किया है. ठीक है, आप आंसर देना है. So the correct answer to this question is actually C. Facebook is the right answer. ठीक है, आप देख सकते हो, this is the local company that is being discussing. यहाँ पे लिखा है ना local firms wind power project. So this is the local firm of India, you can say, and this is Clean Max. So Clean Max, if you go to the website of the Clean Max, it says the Facebook India goes 100% renewable in partnership with Clean Max. Okay, so Clean Max की मदद से Facebook जो है वो renewable energy में invest करेगा. अब यहाँ देख सकते हो Facebook signs first deal to buy renewable energy in India. 15th April article. Clean Max will own and operate the projects while Facebook will buy the power of the grid using environmental attribute certificates and all that. ठीक है, उतना डिटेल में नहीं जाना है, बस I had shared you. Yes, as buying local firms wind power project, the social media giants for such deal. Okay. One more thing, where it will be located. So this will be in Karnataka. A 32 megawatt wind power project located in Karnataka is part of larger portfolio of wind and solar projects that Facebook and Mumbai-based CleanMax are working. ठीक है? So Facebook और CleanMax मिल करके ये 32 megawatt wind power project बनाएगा जो कि कर्नाटक में लोकेटेड रहेगा. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's move on. Moving on to the question number 3, and the question number 3 says the ISRO, which stands for Indian Space Research Organization, recently signed an agreement with which space agency for cooperation for the first human space mission Gaganyaan. I'll explain what exactly is Gaganyaan. And your options are National Center for Space Studies, CNES, French में कहते हैं इसको, France, NASA, which is a US space agency, European Space Agency of Europe, JAXA, which means Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, Japan, or Roscosmos, which is a space agency of Russia. Okay, please give the right answer. So the correct answer to this question is actually A. National Center for Space Study is the right answer. Okay, first of all, what is Gaganyaan mission? Okay, let me explain. Uh, India has, with the help of, you can say, ISRO, has sent various satellites, okay, in the space, but all are unmanned satellites. Unmanned means humans are not there inside. So इंसान उसके अंदर बैठ के नहीं जाते, unmanned satellite है. But India is planning that by 2022, most likely, India will be sending a Gaganyaan mission. Gaganyaan mission. And this will be a first manned mission from India. First manned mission from India. Manned mission means जिसमें इंसान बैठ के जाएंगे. Yes. So inside the rocket, humans will go, and this will be the first time India will be sending. Humans have sent. I mean, USA have sent, and other countries have sent, right? So this the first time that India will be sending. Okay. So the India has recently done a pact with CNES of France as far as Gaganyaan mission is concerned, and this was the news recently. You can see this article from 15th April 2021, the Hindu article, and it says India France signed agreement for cooperation on Gaganyaan mission. Okay, ISRO has asked CNES to help prepare for Gaganyaan missions. So India is taking help from French space agency. Okay, is it clear? Now, let's move on to the fourth question, and the fourth question says, along with which social media platform the Economic Intelligence Unit released Inclusive Internet Index 2021. Actually, very recently, this index has been released by Economic Intelligence Unit and one more agency, or one more, you can say, social media platform. And you have to tell that Inclusive Internet Index 2021. Yes, the options are Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So please try to attempt it. Yes, the correct answer to this question is actually C. Facebook is the right answer. So actually, so Facebook and Economic Intelligence Unit has come up with this index called as Inclusive Internet 2021 Index. And the next question, that is the fifth question, is from that same index, Inclusive Internet Index 2021, released by Economic Intelligence Unit and Facebook. And we are asking, Tushar is saying Twitter maybe. No, actually the answer was Facebook, right? So we are asking here, what is India's rank here in this index? This is the fifth question. So anybody, you can try, even you can guess also. Tushar, you can try. Options are 44, 48, 49, 62, 76. Okay. So the correct answer to this question is actually C. 49th is the right answer. Uh, you can see here, this is an article from Business to Standard, date 15th April, and it says India at 49th spot on internet inclusion globally. Facebook study says. So this is the same Facebook study, Facebook plus EIU study, which is called as Inclusive Internet Index. Right? Tanisha, C. Yes, C was the right answer actually, 49. Right? Now, this is, you can say, the ranking, Inclusive Internet Index ranking. Okay. And the rank one was given to Sweden. So this has got the rank one. And India has got 49th rank. Okay. In fact, India and Thailand both has got 49th rank. So both are on the equal, you can say, footing. Right? Okay. Let's move further. Okay. There was you can say some important thing that you should be knowing. Despite cheapest data plans and nearly 700 million internet user, India is at a dismal 49th spot. So the same you can say survey says that even though it is very cheap, internet is very cheap in India, still the rank is very poor. And why the rank is very poor for? This is because of weak performance is owed to low internet usage and quality and widening gender gap. It means there is a widening gender gap as far as internet issue is concerned. I mean, internet access is concerned. इंटरनेट एक्सेस में वाइड जेंडर गैप है, मतलब ये है कि महिलाओं को इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है एज कम्पेयर टू मेल्स. This is the very reason that India's rank is poor. Okay, this is what this you can say index says. Okay, now moving on to the question number 6, and the question number 6 says who has been appointed as the head of Regulatory Review Authority RRA 2.0 set up by Reserve Bank of India that will review regulatory prescriptions. And your options are M. Rajeshwar Rao, Mahesh Kumar Jain, Michael Patra, BP Konungo, and Shyamala Gopinath. You can try, even you can have a wild guess, no problem. So the right answer to this question is actually M. Rajeshwar Rao. So he is the Deputy RBI Governor. Okay. RBI set up RRA to streamline regulations and reduce compliance. Under the chairmanship of M. Rajeshwar Rao, who is the RBI Deputy Governor. Okay? Now, let's move on to the question number 7. And the question number 7 says, who has been named as Wisden's leading cricketer of the year for the second consecutive year? Okay. यानी दूसरी बार लगातार Wisden's leading cricketer of the year चुना गया है. Okay. Tushar is saying A. Your options are Rohit Sharma, Kiran Pollard, Kane Williamson, Ben Stokes, and E. Virat Kohli. Anybody else? Tushar, Phanisha? Okay. The right answer to this question is actually D. Ben Stokes is the right answer. You can see this article from ESPN Cricinfo, and it says Ben Stokes named Wisden's leading cricketer in the world for second straight year. यानी 2 साल लगातार उनको Ben Stokes को ये you can say खिताब मिला. Now the next question says who has been given the 2021 leading women cricketer in the world award by Wisden. तो सेम रैंकिंग है लेकिन सिर्फ वुमेन की बात हो रही. So women cricketer की बात हो रही. And your options are Beth Mooney, Mithali Raj, Smriti Mandana, Elise Perry, and Susie Bates. So please try to attempt this question. Anybody, you can try. Yes. So nobody is answering. So the right answer is A actually. Beth Mooney is the right answer. This is an article from The Guardian, which is a very famous newspaper from UK. I just want to fly under the radar. Modest Beth Mooney handed top Wisden award. Okay. So Beth Mooney is the, in case of, I can say female category, right? So please press the like button because we work very hard to come up with these slides, and comment and give us positive feedback, share with others, subscribe the channel, because the more viewership will be, the more I will, you can say, incentivized to come up with a good quality content. Now, question number 9 says, which corporate group has signed a memorandum of understanding with Energy Efficiency Services Limited to reduce its overall carbon footprint by implementing clean energy efficiency initiative across its properties. And the options are Birla Group, Tata Group, Oberoi Group, Mahindra Group, Adani Group. Okay, so what is reducing carbon footprint? In short, you can say carbon emission reducing. Reducing the carbon emission. In short, I have explained you. That is called as carbon footprint. Okay. Now, and your options are this much. So, which company has signed, you can say MOU, or you can say a pact with EESL? Okay. Please answer this question. Anybody who's watching, even if you don't know, you can have a guess. So, the answer to this question is actually C. Oberoi Group is the right answer. You must have heard about the Oberoi hotels. These are very famous hotels, five-star hotels. We are answering on time, but chat showing you late. Okay. Is it so? Okay. Okay, no problem. If you are answering it right, no problem. I can understand that there are some issues maybe. Okay, yes. People said C. Fenisha said B. So C was the right answer actually. Oberoi Group partners with EESL to implement energy efficiency efficient initiative. Okay, so this is an article from 14th April and this is an article from Live Mint. Okay. Now, let's move on to the question number 10. And the question number 10 says, under whose chairmanship the National Green Tribunal has formed an 8-member national task force to monitor the remedial steps to improve the status of air quality. And your options are Rajat Kumar Sood, Rajesh Verma, Rajiv Gauba, Rameshwar Prasad Gupta, Nagendra Nath Sinha. Okay, so what is NGT? NGT is a sort of a tribunal, or you can say a court, which passes judgment related to environment. If there is any environment issues, NGT passes an order. It is a sort of a court, you can say. And please try to attempt this answer. It has formed an 8-member task force to monitor remedial steps to improve status of air quality. You know that in Delhi the air quality is worsening day by day, and for that the committee has been set up. Okay, what is the answer? I'm waiting for your response. Yes, somebody said Rajat Kumar Sood. A. Pushpesh is saying A. Yes. Okay, so the correct answer was Rameshwar Prasad Gupta is the right answer actually. D is the right answer. NGT, you can say this. D was the right answer. So Tushar had said D, Fenisha had said D. Yes, NGT task force to combat air pollution, monitor remedial steps. This is an article from 16th April. So he's a, you can say, secretary in Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So he has been made the, you can say, chairman of that committee. Okay. Now, you can say the NGT has formed an 8-member task force to monitor remedial steps to improve the status of quality. And this will be coordinated by Secretary, Ministry of Environment and Forest, Rameshwar Prasad Gupta. Okay, so Rameshwar Prasad Gupta is the right answer. Okay. Now, moving on to the 11th question, and I hope that you can try this question. And the question is, believe what life and cricket taught me is memoir of which Indian cricketer? Acha, what is memoir? Memoir in English means autobiography. Autobiography, जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में कहते हैं आत्मकथा. आत्मकथा, right? And your options are Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Suresh Raina, Zahir Khan, Virendra Sehwag, and Rahul Dravid. So please answer this question. Yes, Tushar is saying first time I was right. Yes. So try this answer also. So Pushpesh is saying Suresh Raina, my favorite. Okay, anybody else? Tanisha is saying A, Tushar is saying D. So actually, the right answer is Suresh Raina. Whoever said Suresh Raina is right. And this is from Times of India, Suresh Raina's memoir, Believe, to release on 2021. So this is his book. You can see his image also. Believe, what life and cricket taught me. Okay. So please remember it. Yes, so B was the right answer. तो जिसने भी B बोला है सही है. Question number 12 says national level climate vulnerability assessment report has been released by which ministry? ये नेशनल लेवल क्लाइमेट वल्नरेबिलिटी जो है रिपोर्ट है वो किसने रिलीज किया? योर ऑप्शंस आर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ एंड साइंसेस, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स. Yes, Pushpesh, you were right. Suresh Khanna was right answer. Okay, anybody? Okay, so the right answer to this question is C. Ministry of Science and Technology is the right answer. You can see this article from 17th April Times of India article. It says states in yes, Phenisha Tushar. No, you were not right. C was the right answer actually. States in East India highly vulnerable to climate change, says first such assessment report. So this was the first such assessment report. And what it says is there are some 8 states. For example, these are states, 8 Indian states, Jharkhand, Mizoram, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Bihar, Arunachal, and West Bengal are highly vulnerable to climate change. Vulnerable मतलब chances है कि उनको affect ज़्यादा करे. Highly likely that they would get affected. ठीक है? Would get affected. Okay? ठीक है? Okay, so this was the what it says. So please answer this question. This is very, very, very important, and I think it is news for the past 2-3 days. So I hope you can answer this very easily. India to get S-400 Trump missile defense system from which country? This is the missile system, and your options are USA, Russia, France, Israel. Please answer this question. This is very, very important. You know what happens in this defense system is this is a missile which moves up, and then this missile is launched. So this is called as S-400 Draft Defense Missile Defense System. Please try to answer this question. Anybody there? Yes. The right answer to this question is actually B is the right answer. Russia. Yes, Tushar was right. B is the right answer. So India is buying S-400 Trump missile system from Russia. This is an article from Financial Express. Very recently, it was in news. Yes, Phoenicia was also right. Because the foreign minister of Russia came India to get world's best air defense system S-400 from Russia. This is considered one of the topmost defense system. Okay, missile, you can say defense system, right? Now, moving on to the question number 14, and the question number 14 says, according to International Monetary Fund, which region will see world's slowest growth in 2021? 2021 में इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड के मुताबिक कौन से दुनिया का कौन सा रीजन इसमें सबसे कम ग्रोथ होगा? ऑप्शन आर एशिया, सब सहारन अफ्रीका, यूरोप एंड साउथ अमेरिका. प्लीज आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन as fast as possible. So the correct answer to this question is actually B. Sub-Saharan Africa is the right answer. Okay. You can see this article from DD News. IMF says Sub-Saharan. Yes, so sir, you are right. Sub-Saharan Africa to see world's slowest growth in 2021. Okay. So what is Sub-Saharan Africa? Phoenicia, you were also right. So whosoever has said B was right. Okay. This is an Africa continent, right? And in Africa, here is a desert called as Saharan Desert. Sahara Desert. So whenever we say sub-Saharan Africa, it generally means a area which lies, you can say, south of Africa, south of Sahara Desert. So this region is called as sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. You can say that it consists of all countries and territories fully or partially south of Sahara. So here is the Sahara Desert. So south of Sahara is sub-Saharan Africa. This is considered as one of the poorest region actually in the world. सबसे ज्यादा गरीबी है यहाँ पर. ठीक है. Now, moving on to the question number 15, and the question number 15 says, this was also a very important report actually published very recently. The report My Body is My Own has been released by, and your options are A, UNFPA, B, United Nations Women, C, NAS Foundation, and D, World Bank. Please answer this question. Anybody can try? Yes. The correct answer to this question is actually UNFPA is the right answer. Okay, this is an article from The Hindu. So nobody has opted correctly. A, nobody said A. UNFPA's population report turns a spotlight on bodily autonomy. 15th April article. The report My Body is My Own. Only 55% of women are fully empowered to make choices. So yes, Tushar was right. This is a very serious issue actually. Only 55% women are fully empowered to make choices. Okay, let me show you here also. This is an article from UNFPA, and it says nearly half of all women are denied their bodily autonomy, says new UNFPA report. Its name is My Body is My Own. You can go and read more about this report. So, what is UNFPA? So earlier, the UNFPA was called as United Nations Fund for Population Activities, but later on, the full form has been changed to United Nations Population Fund. But the acronym of UNFPA ही रहने दिया गया, right? Yes, Tushar got it right. Yes, Tushar was right. So UNFPA ही रहने दिया गया है, हालांकि इसका फुल फॉर्म जो यूनाइटेड नेशन पॉपुलेशन फंड हो गया है, ठीक है? और ये इस सब चीज से रिलेटेड देखता है. इट्स द यूनाइटेड नेशन एजेंसी विच डील्स विद रिप्रोडक्टिव मैटरनल हेल्थ, बर्थ कंट्रोल, जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस, फीमेल जेनिटल म्यूटिलेशन, चाइल्ड मैरिज, ये सबसे रिलेटेड चीजें देखता है. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई इट हैज कम अप विद दिस रिपोर्ट माय बॉडी इज माय ओन. ओके, now this is the question number 16, and in fact this was very important right now also, and 2 years back also it was in news. Name the ISRO scientist who was falsely implicated in the case of spying. And your options are Nambi Narayan, Rahul Narayan, G Satish Reddy, and K Sivan. इस चारों में से आपको बताना है. एक इसरो के साइंटिस्ट थे जिनको फॉल्सली गलत चार्ज में, स्पाइंग के गलत चार्ज में फंसा दिया गया था, एंड ही लेटर गॉट एक्विटेड. उनको बरी कर दिया गया कोर्ट से. प्लीज आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वेरी इजी आल्सो if you are reading the news. Yes, anybody? Tanisha, Tushar, Monu Sahu, Sanskriti Khare. Anybody? Uh, yes, Phanisha, Sanskrit Khare is the right answer. Yes, Nambi Narayan is the right answer actually. Uh, this is the person called as S. Nambi Narayan. So he was a very famous, you can say, ISRO scientist. He was awarded Padma Bhushan, also the third highest civilian award by the government of India. Yes, Tushar, right. So what happened was in 1994 he was falsely charged with espionage and arrested, and was arrested. But in 1996 Supreme Court, CBI said that there is no any case, it is a false case, and 1998 Supreme Court found him not guilty. See, what happened was very recently actually. Yes, this is an article from 15th April. And why I'm saying so? Because Supreme Court directs CBI to probe Nambi Narayan ISRO spy case, role of Kerala cops under scanner. What happened was some of the Kerala police officer, it is said that some of the police officers of Kerala, they knew that he was innocent, but still deliberately arrested him. And you can say harassed him in case of spying. And he had to lose his job and various other things, or that he had to go to jail. So what Supreme Court has rightly said, it has come up with, it has said to set up a Jan committee. Okay. And the Supreme Court has now directed this CBI to find out those police officers who had harassed him, or you can say who had arrested him falsely. So this was in news very recently. Go and read more about the Nambi Narayan. Okay. So I hope that you would have liked this video. Please press the like button because we work very hard to come up with these videos. Second thing is we daily come up at 8 p.m. For just half an hour to come up with, you can say, on this YouTube channel, and we'll have a daily current affairs class. Okay. And it is for free, so you can come and join and answer us. Okay. So the more number of people will come, the more we feel, again, say, happy to come up with good quality contents. You can give suggestions also. Like, for example, after the video is over, okay, in the comment section, you can go and write the positive comments. And positive in the sense that you can give some suggestion that, sir, do like this, do come up with this and all that. Okay, yes, Fenisha, thank you. Thanks for all of you. These are the some of the numbers. We are having a batch for a client. If any of your friend is having a batch, sir, I am unable to understand what is HM exam. Somebody is asking. What is HM? Can you please full form it? So these are the numbers. Okay. So I hope that you would have liked this video. Thanks for watching. Please follow us for the daily current affairs at 8 p.m. daily. Okay.